Hey everybody, Mariah here. Welcome to day 19 of your 21-day yoga challenge. Time has moved so fast and it's been such a pleasure recording these videos. I hope that you find value in them and that you continue to practice yoga after these 21 days. So let's go ahead and get started with the practice today. As you close your eyes, lengthen the crown of the head up towards the sky. Root the sit bones down into the earth. And check in for a moment. Check in for a moment with your body in space. The space that you take up, the shape that your body's in, sitting on your yoga mat. And with your eyes closed, visualize yourself in this shape, as if you've stepped out of your body and you're looking back at yourself. As we start where we are, it becomes very valuable for us to recognize the space in which our body moves, the space that we take up in the room, in the world, in the universe. Deeply inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Lengthening the spine. Dropping into your body. As you settle into this moment, as you settle in to your yoga practice, to the value of sitting quietly before beginning the movement, to the value of the inhalation and the exhalation. Dropping into your body completely. Clearing the mind of any nagging thoughts that wants to take you off of your mat, and rather focus on the value of being in the breath, the value of being in your body, the value of connecting your mind and your body through this yoga practice. Riding the gentle wave of your breath as you inhale and exhale through the nose. Bringing your palms together at your heart, eyes still closed. On an inhalation, reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. On an exhalation, allow the arms to move down by your sides. Fingertips hit the floor. And on an inhalation, bring the arms all the way up into T position, becoming aware of where your arms are in space. And on an exhalation, draw the palms of your hands together at your heart. Again, becoming aware of the space around you and your body moving through this space. As you inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, arms straight as they come down, reaching away from the body with the fingertips. Fingertips now hitting the floor. Inhale, arms up into T position, really reaching through all 10 fingers. And now drawing the palms together ever so slowly back to your heart. Inhale deeply, fingertips to sky. Exhale, reaching out away from you, taking up more space in the room. Fingertips hit the floor. Inhale, arms into T position, reach away from the body. Exhale, draw everything back into center. Palms together at your heart. Last time, inhale deeply, fingertips to sky. Exhale, reach the arms out away from you. Hug the front ribs back. Fingertips hit the floor. Inhale, T position. And exhale, bring it all back into your heart. Take an inhale, lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, settle the shoulders down the back. Draw the front ribs back towards the back ribs and engage the pelvic floor. Body awareness. Body awareness both within the body and surrounding the body. The space that you take up. Setting an intention for your practice today. Weaving in this willingness to notice the body as it moves through space, to become deeply aware of your body as it moves through the space around you. Fluttering your eyes open, untie the legs. Table pose, tuck the chin, lift the spine up towards the sky. Exhale, release, untucking the tail, gaze up towards the ceiling. And inhale again, tuck the chin, tuck the spine, tuck the tail, lift the back of the heart up towards the sky. And exhale, drop down, cow pose. Back into table pose, becoming aware of the space as your body moves through it. Reach those left fingertips forward in the sole of the right foot, back. Hug the belly back. And coming back to center, table pose, right fingertips forward, left foot back. Taking up some space. Embodying the space around you. Come back into table pose, left hand forward, right foot back. And lift the thumb, lift the heel up towards the sky, pumping up and down here, moving through space. And back to center. Right fingertips forward, left foot back. First, really feel this body engagement, this body awareness, and now begin to lift the foot and the hand, taking up a little bit more space in the room, around your mat. And back to center, into table pose, and then tuck the toes, lift up, and press back into downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Hands drop down in front of your heart. Open up the arms, taking up more space as you inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold, leading with the heart. Hands come down to the floor, let the head hang. Inhale, part way up. And exhale all the way back down, mindful as you move back into plank pose. From plank pose, drop down, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Extend left leg back behind you, left foot forward, outer edge of the back foot hits the mat, warrior one. Take up some space, open up the arms down by your sides, and then reach them up towards the ceiling. Hands come down to the floor. Lengthen through that front leg as you fold forward over that straight front leg. Hug the belly back. Open up the arms, take up some space, embody the space around you as you lengthen fingertips up towards the ceiling. Bend that front knee and reach forward and back. Warrior two pose. Hug the ribs back, hug the belly back. Lengthen through that front leg again. Reach all 10 fingertips up towards the sky and down towards the floor. Soften the front knee. Extend left leg high into the sky, back behind you, taking up space. Bend that knee, let the foot dangle. And now take that left knee in towards your left wrist and drop down for pigeon pose. As you come all the way down, soften onto the space of your mat. Ride the gentle wave of your breath as the breath fills the space inside your body. Pressing the palms into the floor, into the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and reach back for plank pose. Power up the pose. Take up some space above you, behind you, and drop down. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Extend the right leg back behind you. Bring that right foot forward. Step the back foot in. Reach forward and to the sky. Warrior one. Settle in. Drop the shoulders down the back. Lengthen through the front knee and fold. Open up. Take up some space as you fold forward over this straight leg. And open up again. Rise up. And settle in into warrior two pose, reaching forward and back. Tuck the tail, tuck the tail. Fill the space of the body with your breath. Lengthen, hands come up towards the ceiling and drop down towards the floor. Soften that front knee and reach that right leg high into the sky, back behind you. Bend the knee. Let the head hang. And take this knee in towards that right wrist. And coming all the way down into your pigeon pose. Ride the wave of your breath. Take up space on your mat as you settle in, as you melt into the mat. Palms of the hands come to the floor. Tuck the back toes. Lift that back knee. Power up the back of your heart and step it back to plank pose. Drop down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Root the heels down towards the floor. Spread the space across the back of your heart. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Upward facing salute, lean back. Palms come together in front of the face, in front of the heart. Take up some space. Open up your heart and your body to the space around you. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Halfway up. And all the way back down. Hands come to the floor, 1 foot at a time. Step back, downward facing dog. Roll forward into plank, and this time, very slowly, very mindfully, drop all the way down to the floor. Untuck the toes, fingertips hit the floor. Open up the heart. Open up the heart, so reach the heart towards the space right in front of you. And come all the way back down. Tuck the toes, press the knees into the mat, palms into the mat, round the back, and find downward facing dog again. Left leg back behind you, left foot forward. Outer edge of the back foot hits the mat. Lengthen through that front leg again. This time, take up space this way as you open forward and back. Drop down into triangle. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Lean back into it. Inhale this massive breath inside your body. Fill the body with your yogic breath, your mindful breath. Hands come down to the floor. Fold over that straight front leg. Lean in. Notice yourself in space. Be aware of the space around you and your body filling that space as you lift the back foot off of the floor. Gaze back behind you. Shake the head no and yes. Space around you becomes very important as your body moves through it. Foot hits the floor. High lunge. Step it back. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Extend right leg back behind you. Right foot forward. Just like before. Outer edge of the back foot hits the mat. Lift and rise. Open the arms on the long end of your mat and drop down. Triangle pose. Gaze up to the sky. Hands come down to the floor. Lean in, soften, and pop that back foot off of the floor. Gaze back behind you. Aware of the space in your body in it as you drop that back foot. Step it back. Plank pose. Power it up. Drop down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Drop the knees and sink all the way back into child's pose. Walk the hands over towards the right, creating space in the side body. And to the left. And back to center. Reach forward. Tuck the chin. Roll the spine up towards the ceiling. Drop the hip points down towards the floor. Tuck the toes. Final downward facing dog of day 19. Soften the knees. Hop to the mat in a squat pose, malasana. Elbows hit the knees and rock side to side. Hands come down to the floor, back behind you, butt hits the floor. Draw the knees in toward one another, boat pose. Reach the feet up towards the ceiling, hollow out the belly. Take up some space. The knees come into your chest, roll back. Rock side to side. Exactly where you are. Starting exactly where you are, integrating mindfulness into the space around you and the space within you. Soles of the feet hit the floor, arms in T position, drop both knees to the right. And through center to the left. And now come all the way down into a fully reclined position. Situate yourself. Allow the practice to wash over you. And as you melt into your mat, take up some space. Embody this space. Embody this relaxation, this practice of yoga. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Place the soles of the feet onto the mat. Lift up the butt and place the sacrum down into the mat and reach the toes up towards the ceiling. Hands come back behind your knees. Stretching the legs before we cross. And now swinging up into seated. Palms come together at your heart. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and step outside of yourself as you gaze back at yourself. See the space that you've created within your body through the practice. See the space that you've created within your mind through the practice. Embody this. You are this space that brings you back to center, this space that opens you to new possibilities, this space that is you. Thank you for practicing yoga every day. Thank you for being exactly as you are. Namaste.